Hello, I'm going to be showing you how to do your invoicing through NetSuite. First of all, to log in, you simply put in your email address and your password will be NetSuite1. Once you've logged in, the security question setup may pop up. You can just hit remind me later. To process your invoice, you go to view purchase request orders. Down to the bottom right hand corner, go to new, which will take you to the invoice page. So you pop in your invoice number, then you go down to training type. So I'll give an example of work-based training, which is one-on-one training, group-based training for diploma, an example of job seeker training, and also an example of how to put through assessment invoicing. So first of all, if we focus on job seeker training, you select training type, which would be accredited. You're going to look up the code for Cert 2. So you type in Cert 2 and select Cert 2 Group-Based Job Seeker. For all group-based training, ignore sessions and ignore student name and just put in the client. For Job Seeker, the client will be where the Job Seeker program is located. You type in the topic that you delivered. The delivery date. The quantity, which will always be 1. The amount will be 400. In the tax code box, you select whether you claim GST or not. So the first code is GST, the second code is GST free. So if I select GST, it will automatically add 10%. We need to make sure that the class matches up with the job seeker code. So we change that to Cert 2 Job Seeker. And then we just need to select what state we delivered the training. If we delivered more training within the period that you're trying to invoice for, you go to Add, hit OK, and another line will come up that you can edit. So for this example, we'll put through if you are claiming expenses for job seeker travel. So again, we select accredited training. We'll look up Cert 2, job seeker expense. We'll ignore session and student name because it's not one-on-one work-based training. We'll type in the client, which will just be where the job seeker program is located. We'll type in travel expenses relating to the date that you want to claim for. The amount you're able to edit, so it will be whatever the amount that you were engaged for from the project manager or from myself. Then we just select the state, and that's your expenses line complete. If we wanted to put through diploma group-based delivery, we would again select accredited. Look up the diploma code. So diploma group-based. We ignore session and student name because it's group-based training. For the client, you just type in the client that you worked with. So it could be with a specific client, for example, MySize or Lincraft, or it could be a public group. So I'll just pop in public group 22. You put in the topic that you delivered. The date that you delivered the training, and the amount. whether or not you claim GST, and then make sure that the class matches up to diploma. If you wanted to put through claiming for assessments that you've marked, again you'd select accredited training. You'd look up diploma group-based assessment. You ignore session, but you would fill out the student name. You'd type in the client, so it might belong to this public group. The topic, the date that you marked the assessment, and the amount would be $35 for that assessment, and then you select whether or not you claim GST and make sure this says diploma here. If you wanted to put through some non-accredited training, so you might have delivered a street life program or a visual merchandising workshop for a shopping centre, you would go to add, select non-accredited, look up non-accredited training, ignore session because it wouldn't relate, ignore student name, type in the client, so let's pretend that we did it with Brimbank Shopping Centre and we delivered a VM workshop. And then you just put in the date that you delivered and the amount. We just need to make sure that this class code matches up. So we'll go to RI Consulting, select the state, and that's how you do non-accredited training. For a work-based delivery, go to accredited, look up Cert 4 for example, and go to Cert 4 work-based, type in what session you delivered, the name, the client, topic wouldn't relate because it's covered by the session, so you can just ignore that. Put the date that you delivered, and the amount will be $200. Make sure that matches up to Cert 4, and then select what state you delivered the training. So once you've entered all of your deliveries that you're wanting to put through on that invoice, you simply hit save or save and print, save and email. It's really up to you what you decide. And it will come through to Monique for approval. The last step is that you just need to send through your copy of your invoice that you produced through your own finance system through to riaccounts@retail.org.au. If you have any questions at all, please just contact Monique. Thank you.